Do you want to create more freedom in your business? If you're feeling a little bit of a stuck in a rut and confused with what you need to be able to do, and also what we'll cover soon is why we think the traditional personal training model is dying. Because this is really for now the trainer, the coach, the health professional that wants to create a better face-to-face business, a better online business, or whether you want to do both together. And I'll give you an exact example of how this can work. Because let's face the straight up truth, there's 101 things that you could be doing right now to build your business. But if you're feeling confused with not knowing what to do and where to start and what really is going to matter, or you're feeling frustrated because you've tried so many different things, but you really didn't find the results that you wanted to, this is about what's working right now. I want to walk you through what the trainers and coaches around the world are able to build bigger, better lifestyle fitness businesses so you can do the exact same. So when it comes to you creating your fitness program from right now, whether you want to make it a six-figure or multiple six-figure program, it starts with two things that we need to combine. Firstly, what is your target market? Who are the clients that you want to be working with and that your specialty is? And then what is it that you want to be able to get from your business? What's the lifestyle that you want to lead? What's the money that you want to be able to earn? What's the impact that you want to be able to have? Then by knowing what is your target market, then breaking it down to what is it that they need to actually be given, and we'll go through this step by step. But by then making sure that you're creating a business, you're creating a program that fits the lifestyle that you want to live, it's going to be a huge win-win. Because the perfect example of this not working, what I was stuck in for so many years, is the traditional personal training model. It's all about you selling your time for money. And just like the quote that I used from Tony Robbins in my book, Your First 100 Clients, he said, don't sell your time for money. It's the worst trade in the world. And this is what it comes down to, because there's only a certain number of hours in the day, which means there's only a certain number of clients you can see in a day, which means your success is capped, your income is capped, and your impact is capped as well. So what we can do is we can start to build a business. We can still have one-on-one, absolutely, but we can also start putting in something that can scale and can leverage so you can impact more people. You aren't going to be having a ceiling to your income, and you're going to be able to have more freedom. So let me walk you through right now a real life example with Ali and how she's doing one-on-one and a membership style model that creates leverage and freedom inside of her business. So starting with, she has a premium level one-on-one service with online coaching clients. Now these are $1,500 a month clients, but there's obviously a cap to how many of these clients that she can have. But once she's completely sold and booked up with her online clients, she also has a membership model, which means that she can have numerous amounts, hundreds, thousands of people joining her membership and being able to service these people, give these people exactly what's needed. And in this episode, we can break down how to know what to actually have in both of these situations. But again, it's completely up to you with where you want to take it and where you want your business and what you want to get from your business. And so, for example, using a membership style or creating an online program that you create once and you can sell forever and forever. The actual common things that are coming together is it's automated. It's not taking your time to manually have to write these things out. We can put the automation and technology in place so you do the work that you love and you don't have to deal with all that other stuff. It's scalable, which means it can go out to tens, hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. And again, it's not being a suck of your time having to actually deal with those people. And then it's actually giving them what's needed. And this is really important. It's not about just creating an online program and getting it out there and trying to sell it. It's about getting them the best results. And this is why I wanted to shoot this episode for you. And the way that we do this is step number one, systemizing your program. What you can do right now, what I get my clients to do when starting, is get a piece of paper out, draw a line down the middle, and on the left-hand side, you're gonna write the features out. What are the actual things in your program? What are you actually giving them? For example, do you need to send them a welcome kit? Do you give them a nutrition plan, training programs, how to establish your goals, clients? So we do this in step number 1 by systemizing your program. And what I get my clients to do, and what you can do right now, is get a piece of paper out, draw a line straight down the middle. On the left-hand side, I want you to write out what are the features, what are you actually giving them in the program. For example, are you giving them a meal plan, workout guide, supplement guide? Are you giving them a welcome kit? Or how do you actually assess your clients? When do you assess your clients? Do you do before and after photos? Are you giving them a certificate upon completion? What are the actual ways that you're coaching them on a step-by-step, and what are you giving them at the end of the day? Now, importantly, once you've listed out all the different features and what you're giving them, then on the right-hand side, you're going to write 2 benefits per feature. So think about it. If you're giving them a meal plan, for instance, what are the actual benefits of a meal plan? It could be that they're not confused with what foods to eat. They know how much food to eat. They know how it fits into their lifestyle. All these things, you're the coach, you can fill this out, and especially making sure that it's targeted for your exact market that you want to be working with. So literally knowing what is the easiest and quickest way for your clients to get results, you need to reverse engineer everything that they need to be given. Then we can start going into the program delivery. And thinking about how do you automate program delivery, it could be, do you send them out manuals or guides, coaching material, or do you give them a private membership site that houses all the content that you have for them? But importantly, and this is the death of the ebook, it's not about writing an ebook anymore and just selling it and saying, here you go, have everything all at once. This is really about how can you create a relationship, an experience with your clients? How do you best step them through with what's needed? For example, for someone to lose weight and get in great shape, it's not here's one meal plan, here's one training program, off and away you go. It doesn't work like that. They're going to need help along the way. They're going to need steps, and we can use technology to our benefit to make this happen. The other things that you can start to automate in your program is, what about accepting payments? Do you want to use PayPal or Stripe, for example? What about delivering exercise videos? You could do it on YouTube or Wistia. What about actually sending them automated emails using Aweber or ClickFunnels or Active Campaigns? Or what about even creating a members area as well? You can do this on WordPress or actually on ClickFunnels as well. So now we've gone through what is actually in your program, what is the systems and process that you've created to make this. So when a client signs on board right now, what are the steps that they go through, and how is it not a time suck on your behalf, but also they're given exactly what's needed for optimal results. Then you've been able to start automating this process. Then what we can go into, you've positioned your program so that the target market that you have, the clients that you want to be working with and signing on board, are going to be attracted to exactly what it is that you're creating. And then you can start to put together the pricing structure of what it is that your program delivers. So many coaches and trainers ask me, how much should I be charging for this and X, Y, Z and all these things that they're creating? Now, it's simple economics at the end of the day. There is supply and there is demand. For example, if I put a house on the market, I want to sell my home and I think it's worth $1.3 million. Now, if I put it to auction and the highest bidder is at $1 million, well, the house is worth $1 million. That is what the market is bearing at the end of the day. So you have to think about what is the value that you are giving to your clients. This isn't just about how do I create a $19 ebook and get it out there, or a $50 a week coaching program. Don't try and be a race to the bottom by having the cheapest. Give your clients exactly what it is that they need, and simply have the messaging that's clear for them to understand the value that they're getting, so they see what's going on. This is why clients are signing on $1,000, $1,500 per month. Clients are coming on board, or membership sites that aren't all about $7 or $9 a month, but really giving them premium quality. Because I don't think it's the best thing to think, how can I be the cheapest in the market? What about if you became the best in the market? Really making sure that you give your clients and they understand what it is that they're getting, so they see the value in what you're charging. So then that's when you can make it really clear of breaking down the value that you're giving them. Then it goes into how are you actually going to sell your program, and especially how are you going to launch your program when you first get it out. One way that we do it is launching the program and getting a number of clients on that are going to go through as beta testers, people that are going to confirm it and say, yes, you can use these results as social proof and say, these people have gone through this exact program, so then you can continue to sell that program ongoing. But think about it also, not just selling it the first time in this launch module that we usually use a 3-step process for, but turning it into an evergreen sales funnel, which just means it can continue to sell over and over again. And that's where we just go into those steps of taking people from not knowing you to then being in the position of signing on as your clients. And what I've also included is a link below for you to be able to get access to the full coaching episode that I just held with a big group of trainers, walking you through what it is, not just with the creation of your online program, but how do you actually build the business that can give you what you want long term, especially if you want to break away from that time for money trap, but understanding what's needed for you to be able to get clients signing on board and taking that frustration and stress away. So now it's up to you to go through everything, take the action steps, and make sure that you follow what's been laid out. And as always, if you've got questions on all of this, just comment below. I'll happily jump in and answer them, and I'll go deeper into what's needed in upcoming episodes as well. And as always, thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Now it's time for you to get the most out of this, and this is where I can jump in and give the answers that you need. So ask your questions in the comments below so I can personally come through and answer them for you. Plus, the best discussions happen on chrisdufay.com. So click on over to get everything that I've got there for you. And did you like this episode? Because if so, click subscribe so I can send you all the episodes to come for free straight to you. And for everything that I can't fit in these episodes, plus the free guides and coaching episodes, then click on over to chrisdufay.com now. Looking forward to seeing you soon and in the success community.